fucking hurts. Hello. Good day. How are you? Oh boy, I can hear myself. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Frankfort Report. What a crazy day it's been today. Holy shit. Are you following the tariff story? Man, does this t-shirt look like shit or what? Jesus. Okay. Welcome to the Frankfort Report. My name is Darryl Frankfort, hence the name Frankfort Report. And there is a crazy story going on today with these tariffs. 1 minute, things are looking up, and then the next minute they're not. Unless you haven't been following the story because you've been working or you've been fucking around today, drinking and watching YouTube, or, you're just really not in touch. Where's Derry? Hello. Jeff O'Toole, D-Man, Dumb Money, Charlotte. Wow, Christopher D. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Hit that like button. Say something good in the comments. Contribute to the show. And away we go. Oh, I'm looking down there, and it's working over here. All right. So, tariffs today. If you are like me and you follow Mr. Sunshine Baby, then you got an alert, and all of a sudden, you're sitting there going, what? Really? He's not going to do the tariffs? The tariffs are canceled? That's amazing. That's unbelievable news, right? I didn't know what to do with that news. So I'm sitting here. I don't know why it always skips ahead, but emergency alert. Trump reverses tariff threats on Canada and Mexico, but there's a catch. And then he posted, he's taught. Hold on, let's see what he says.
That anything we do will be fair right across
Mississippi, buddy. Canada,
trading relationship in the world.
Holy smokes, everybody. Canada has defeated the tariffs. Trump is not putting tariffs on Canada February 1st.
That was good news, right? It was good news. And then, he kind of, the knife came out, and then
dramatic pause. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Instead, he's waiting till March 1st. Welcome back to the channel.
When he said that he's going to do it on March 1st, it gave me a little bit of hope, because I thought that, he's just going to keep jerking us around until he gets what he wants, right? And maybe our government will figure it out by March 1st. So this gave me some hope. Although I don't know if I want to live in a world where, again, we didn't know for another month what the hell was going on with these bloody tariffs.
Oh, welcome back to another video, everybody. Before we get into it,
there you have it. Mr. Sunshine Baby telling everybody that the tariffs are no longer, and what are we supposed to do with that information, right? Because, if you're anything like me, you're hoping that this is true. You're hoping. Is there anybody here in Canada other than Mark Carney and Justin Trudeau? And it seems like Ford and that guy Ebby out there in BC, it seems like all of them are like really itching for a fight, and kind of were hoping that those tariffs would come on. And then, if you follow the conspiracy theorists, then you would know that people thought that the World Economic Forum was creating this problem with the tariffs so that Canada could flood the country with a bunch of money with quantitative easing. And so if you're in the real estate business, you're kind of like, that might be not the worst thing that could happen, right? Another round of crazy quantitative easing. But I'm getting ahead of myself here, okay? I'm getting ahead of myself because so first we see this wonderful video that tariffs are off. Thank the Lord, tariffs are off. And then like we don't even get 30 seconds into the video, and he's saying, till March 1st. And again, for me, that is a wonderful, wonderful gap to have. If I felt confident in our leadership, I might think that, that gives us the runway to figure things out. Because, I mean, how much time do you really need to figure out, hey, China, do you want some oil, bro? Yeah, we would love your oil, bro. Well, that's good because we got a lot of extra oil. I mean, we are considering selling to other markets, but you're going to have to pay. We understand. As long as it just doesn't go to the States, we're willing to do anything. Well, that's good because we'll sell it to you. No problem. How are we going to get it to you? We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Just send us some money. Okay. And then away we go. Now we've got new trade deals and everything is rosy in that month. Don't you think Kevin O'Leary could get that done for us? I think Kevin O'Leary could get that done for us. I think I could get that done for us. I've been known to make a couple of good deals here and there. What? Oh no, something went wrong. How come I can't see the stream again? For God's sakes. I can't see what people are saying, if people are saying anything at all. What are we saying? 10% tariffs on Alberta oil. Bag and bag. Okay. Hello. Anybody out there? Anybody there? Hello. Hit that like button. Say something in the chat. Do me a favor. What's going on? What's on your mind? What are you thinking? Anyway, so we're March 1st. But then, as we're trying to figure out, oh my God, they're canceled till March 1st. What does that mean? What's going to happen next? Then we see. Oh man, that's not the right thing. Sorry, everybody. What the hell did I do? Here we go. I don't know what's going on. My mouse is broken, everybody. My mouse is broken, and now everything is ruined, and life is over. And I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Okay, here we go. Trump tariffs live. U.S. president says something substantial with tariffs coming to EU. Why is that what comes up? He's supposed to be talking about... Here we go.
Friends at Reuters are reporting that the president has made a decision on the Canada and Mexico tariffs, but that they won't actually be implemented until March 1st. I was wondering if you could confirm that and talk through some of the president's thinking there.
I saw that report and it is false. I was just with the president in the Oval Office, and I can confirm that tomorrow, the February 1st deadline that President Trump put into place at a statement several weeks ago continues. The president will be implementing tomorrow a 25% tariffs on Mexico, 25% tariffs on Canada, and a 10% tariff on
China gets thrown into the Royal Rumble there, but this seems pretty clear that they have decided to continue on with the tariffs tomorrow. And so, not that there was any clarity as to what would happen before, although if you listen to some people on YouTube, they know exactly what the hell is going to happen when the tariffs hit. They're positive that they know, and we'll get to that later. Bring on the tariffs, says Jeff. Why? Why do you want to see them bring on the tariffs? How is this good? Are you one of these guys that wants to see everything implode?
For the illegal fentanyl that they have sourced and allowed to distribute into our country, which has killed tens of millions of Americans. These are promises made and promises kept by the president.
Holy cow. And again, so we're right back to the same bloody place, right? We're right back to the tariffs are because your borders are unsecured. And we need you guys to secure those borders. Have a little bit of goddamn respect is what they're saying, right?
The president yesterday said that last night he was planning to discuss whether an exemption would be made on oil imports. do you have any information on what decision he made there, or will there be exemptions at all offered under this?
I don't have an update or readout for you on the exemptions, but those tariffs will be for public consumption in about 24 hours tomorrow. So
Oh
you can
my
read them
God.
then.
24 hours for public consumption. You can read about them then. And then, as I foolishly put up on the screen by accident before, we've got this. And I mean, obviously, you can tell how polished this whole broadcast is and that I'm extraordinarily prepared for things. So I didn't have a chance to read anything except for the headline. So I'm imagining that somewhere in this article here, there will be some details for us, and we're going to find out together. We're going to speed read through this thing from CTV News. Developing, Trump gives details on tomorrow's tariffs. Okay, because I'm old, I'm going to zoom in on this thing a little bit. U.S. President Donald Trump told reporters on Friday nothing can be done by Mexico, Canada, and China to forestall tariffs, and vowed to tariff items such as chips, oil, and gas. Chips? What does chips have to do with anything? How much chips goes across? Okay, Trump added that tariffs on oil and gas are likely by February 18th. What? I thought they're starting tomorrow, tariffs. So this stuff is starting on the 18th. Okay, that's good. Earlier in the day, the White House said Trump on Saturday will implement tariffs of 25% on Canadian and Mexican imports and 10% on Chinese goods with immediate effect. What's this part, though? I don't understand. Trump added that tariffs on oil and gas are likely by February 18th. But then again, he said everything is 25% tomorrow. This is breaking news update. Previous story continues below. Okay, do I need to read that part? U.S. President Donald Trump will be implementing a 25% tariff on Canada tomorrow, according to his chief spokesperson. White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt confirmed the news during a briefing. Yeah, we just saw that. It was false. Oh, hold on. Yeah, March 1st was false. I was just with the blah, 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 25%, 10% for China. These are promises. Yeah, we saw that. When asked about Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's comments this morning, we're going to get to this part a little later. According to senior government source of federal blah. This is not really details, everybody. Okay, so that was obviously another fucking waste of everybody's time. Another stupid article that doesn't have anything in it. I'm sick of this shit. Okay, let's see. Does this article have anything? Probably not. We're going to check it out, though. This is Al Jazeera. That's a different perspective. Let's see what he says here.
Ahora es muy
What?
importante que sepa el pueblo de México que siempre
That
vamos
went
a
according to
defender
plan.
la
Okay.
dignidad.
U.S. news update. Trump tariffs on Canada, Mexico to be imposed in February. Here's what happened. Is this news? Is this an article? God damn it. Again, this is not going well at all. These articles are fucking horse shit. Okay. So enough about that. But here, okay, so we got Trudeau's statement. How about that? You want to see Trudeau's statement in retaliation to what's going on here? Maybe this will work properly. Let's see here. No one on either side of the border. How does he talk, this guy? No one on either side of the border wants to see American tariffs on Canadian goods. I met with our Canada-U.S. Council today. We're working hard to prevent these tariffs. Are ya? Because it's not working. But if the United States moves ahead, Canada's ready with a forceful and immediate response. Look at this one here. Okay. This is not nice, but it's kind of funny. I'm not going to read it. You can read it yourself. Fits on the screen perfectly. That worked out okay. So Trudeau's ready. ready to rumble. Justin Trudeau, extraordinary human being and wonderful leader of our country, is ready to rock and sock 'em with Mr. Trump. Then we've got this thing here. This is a big oof, apparently. Oof. Okay. We're going to tee this up, hopefully, properly. One moment, please. Every time it fucking fucks up the starting.
Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, said today that if the U.S. imposes tariffs, he will respond and he will not relent until the tariffs are removed. Are we seeing the start of a trade war with Canada?
I don't think so. I think the president
I don't think so. We're not seeing the start of a trade war. We're going to put 25% tariffs on you, and then we're going to put them back on you, is not a trade war. Okay. So obviously she's 100% honest all the time.
going to implement those tariffs tomorrow, and he will respond to Mr. Trudeau's comments in due time.
Did you see how she said that? Did you see the little smirk? The little like. Did you see the little, like she? Look what.
And he will respond to Mr. Trudeau's comments.
You see the
in
little
due time,
brow thing, the little brow thing going on. Like she knows that Trudeau's going to say something funny as fuck.
Will respond to Mr. Trudeau's comments in due time, I am sure.
What type of things have to happen? What does the administration need to see in order to avoid those tariffs?
Well, the tariffs are
there's nothing you can do to avoid the tariffs. Are you listening to us? That report was false, you losers. It's happening. We said it's happening. It's happening. You didn't secure your borders. You just started pretending to secure your borders like 3 days ago. Okay? You'll see in an interview soon with Mr. Trudeau that, last week they started, or maybe last month. I don't know. We just started talking about it, though. We're going to do it now, I swear. We didn't think you were serious. You guys are serious over there? You guys were serious about the tariffs for real? No, you guys are still fucking with us, right? What time is it? So it's only 5:20. You guys are screwing around with us, right? Right? Hello? Oh, no. Jesus Christ almighty. Okay. Well, let's see.
On Canada. And the reason for that is because both Canada and Mexico have allowed an unprecedented invasion of illegal fentanyl that is killing American citizens and also illegal immigrants into our country. In fact, I have more language
for us right here. But they've been saying, and I've been saying, that they have been saying that this is all about, and it's probably not all about this, but listen. Our response shouldn't be, oh, you don't like that the borders are open and that all these drugs and all these murderers and all these horrible people and rapists and crazy gang members and like crazy, what are they called? Infidels, incels. I don't friggin' know what the hell's going on anymore. All I know is that they just want their borders secure. And they were part of the problem before, especially on the Mexico side. But we're letting in anybody and everybody just for the hell of it right now, right? And so, it's a likely way to bring in more and more drugs. Not that we're trying to stop the drugs, okay? I think they kind of are part of the Canadian GDP.
Canada, Mexico, and China, which, as I mentioned, President Trump will implement a 10% tariff on China, have all enabled illegal drugs to pour into America. The amount of fentanyl that has been seized at the southern border in the last 2 years alone has the potential to kill tens of millions of Americans.
They're just trying to protect their people, okay? They're just trying to protect their people. But they're making it very bloody clear right now, okay? Very bloody clear that it's coming. And it is coming for sure. What is this here? Okay, now we got Mr. Trudeau, who's just a fucking genius and such a wonderful speaker. Justin Trudeau says he's fully committed to responding to Trump's tariffs with force. Remember? With force. We're going to respond with force. While supporting Canadians through a difficult economic time. Supporting Canadians. Here we go. Get ready, everybody. Can you say yes. Let's go. Let's get that printer going. Okay. While supporting Canadians through a difficult economic time, Trudeau says he has our backs. Canadians can't afford you on our backs, bro. Let's see what he has to say.
As President Trump stated yesterday, he is still committed to placing tariffs on Canada starting as early as tomorrow.
Early as tomorrow, possibly.
The President does choose to implement any tariffs against Canada, we're ready with a response. A purposeful, forceful.
Like you're trying to be forceful, and then you step on your own words. You slip on your own bloody lips. You dummy. You dummy.
Canada, we're ready with a response. A purposeful,
forceful.
What
does that mean? A forceful response?
Response. A purposeful,
forceful response. You guys better be ready for our forceful response. No, he didn't even look at anybody. Like, he didn't even say it with like any kind of vigor or swag or anything. Nothing to make you believe that there's anything behind that. This they, them, she, him.
Forceful, but reasonable
and reasonable.
Immediate response. At the same time, our government has responded to what the president is focused on and what is motivating him to consider applying tariffs as early as tomorrow, the flow of fentanyl and illegal crossings into the United States. That's why we're implementing the $1.3 billion border plan.
See, he's lying. You got all choked up there. Okay. Oh, when did this happen? Where did this come from? We just, like, literally right before this press conference, we were just talking about it back there. I swear.
Legal crossings into the United States. That's why we're implementing the $1.3 billion border plan we announced last year,
which was like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. You fucking lying bastard. You little word massager, you bastard. Can't stop coughing. Can't even look anywhere properly. You're reading your paper. Such a little bitch, this guy. Get rid of this little bitch. What do we got to do to get rid of this little bitch?
We announced last year.
How do you let? Of course, our country's a bunch of little bitches, right? Of course, we let everybody abuse us and screw around with us. Look at our leadership for the last decade. This guy doesn't have a backbone. This guy doesn't have a backbone. There's no way that marriage was like real. This guy is a total shamoo. This guy's a fraud. Scam. He's not even a good actor. For a guy that was paid to teach people how to act, he's a horrible actor. We all know it's just a recruitment scheme, though. Teacher. Recruiter. Pedophile.
Of course, I won't sugarcoat it. Our nation could be facing difficult times in the coming days and weeks. I know Canadians might be anxious and worried, but I want them to know the federal government, and indeed all orders of government,
have their backs. This is what we need, guys. We need a little bit more Trudeau behind us. A little bit of Trudeau wind beneath our wings, behind our sails. This motherfucker, honestly, like, who needs that, right? And I'm pretty sure, based on this next video, that I'm not alone with how I feel about this bastard, okay? I am not alone, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. One moment, please, while I set up. I could use some help here. Use a tech guy, for crying out loud. Here, ready? This is what other people in the country think about our wonderful Prime Minister.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! You fucking piece of shit! Fucking pedophile! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck
He's
you!
got us in this cohesive, friendly, productive state right now. And thank God everybody is so behind our leader. Who is he our leader? I'm confused. Maybe somebody can explain to me. Is Justin Trudeau still the leader? No. Yes. 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 No. Kind of? No. Yes. He's still our leader because he's gonna step down when they find a replacement for him, which apparently means when they decide who they want to be the next prime minister for another year. Is that really what's going on right now? That they're going to choose? Hold on, let me finish the video. Damn it. God damn it.
Fuck you, Trudeau! Fuck Trudeau!
What's the police supposed to do right now? Like, isn't this the weirdest? This is not like third world country where, you know, somebody's invaded and, you know, they're at war. This is just Canada.
Fuck Trudeau! Fuck
She's going to stop someone for sure. Listen, I can't take too many people. I think I could take her. I can't. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure I could take her.
Fuck Trudeau! Fuck Trudeau! Fucking piece of shit!
Kill people. So apparently, okay, obviously, they're not totally on board with his policies, and they aren't his biggest fans. And that's okay. I mean, you can't please everybody all of the time. But we've seen a lot of videos that the theme was fuck Trudeau. And we've seen lots of flags and lots of signs and lots of everything because this guy is really running this thing into the ground. But, you know, luckily for all of us, him and his cabinet, whatever the fuck that means, him and all of his little minions that run the provinces have aligned, right, for a coordinated response. But that's not even true, right? Because Danielle Smith is not on board with this response at all, right? She's gone the other way. She's gone the other way. But so what is the response from us? What is our forceful response from Canada? What are we doing, guys? What's the plan? Well, David Eby, and we talked about this yesterday, right? The plan is to print money. Oh, yeah? You're going to try and weaken our economy? That's okay. We don't care. We're just going to weaken it ourselves. What are you going to do now, suckers? Right. Oh, you smart. You guys are so smart. You're going to print money? That's the smartest move ever. You're going to print money. Oh, you didn't make $1,000 last week? Here's $2,000. Go get yourself a nice pair of jeans, buddy. But like, okay, David Eby calls for a pandemic-style relief program like CERB or CEBA. And this can't be a good idea. One, because it's from Premier David Eby. Two, because it's a really bad idea. But this is what we have to deal with, and these are the people running our lives. Go. Now.
Through COVID, we supported businesses here in British Columbia with grants to be able to get through. The federal government had loans. They provided people supports who were laid off through
So
employment
we're
insurance.
basically reviewing the horrible decisions we made during COVID or the pandemic as a setup for what we're going to do now.
These are the kinds of responses that we expect to see through this period. The projections that we have seen indicate that this could be
More serious than the pandemic. So, if I remember correctly, like literally the whole world shut down at the beginning of the pandemic, depending on when you think the beginning was. But there was a day where everything changed and nobody went to work anymore. And the restaurants closed and retail was all screwed up and nobody knew what the hell to do, right? And so is it going to be that bad? Or like, I honestly don't know. I mean, I know that there are some people that are now economists and they tell everybody that they know. I know that there's plenty of new economists in the YouTube and the social media space that are absolutely certain about what's going to happen next. I'm not one of them. I think certain things might happen, but I never have a bloody clue for sure. And then this kind of stuff happens and screws everything up. Although I guess nothing really happened. It was just a whole bunch of media malarkey today.
For our provincial economy than the 2008 recession, and certainly the most severe economic impact we've seen in a while here in Canada and British Columbia. And unfortunately, it'll have significant effects on the Americans
Is
as well.
he even saying anything, this guy? Do they ever really say anything? So, I mean, what are they saying? They're prepping us again, guys. They're prepping us again for a pandemic-style relief program. So, meaning helicopter money, big-time craziness, liquidity in the market. And what happens to real estate in that environment? Last time, right? See, most people, they want to look at, the last time something happened. The last time, the time before that, what is it? History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes or something along those lines. It's kind of the same sometimes, maybe, depending, right? But David Eby calls for a pandemic-style relief program and Doug Ford coordinated response. So, hold on one sec, because you don't want to miss this. They had this is from January 22nd.
That we don't have energy.
This is probably not that relevant.
Really productive
Probably a mistake to play it.
Prime Minister and a couple federal
And
ministers as
I
well.
tell you, this guy looks like that son of a bitch that stole $500,000 from me. That motherfucking son of a bitch. And this guy looks just like that fat bastard. You know who you are, you fat bastard. Stole all my money. Fucker. Anyways, do we want to hear this guy? This is old news. I'm sorry I even got it in here. I screwed up. Don't look at my notes. Don't look at my notes. Let's see. We got, what else we got? We got, this is interesting. Not really. This is not really interesting. It's stupid, so it's kind of interesting. Steve Saretsky, everybody's favorite or least favorite person on X. Chrystia Freeland says Canada should target Elon Musk's Tesla in a tariff fight. Tell me how that makes any goddamn sense. Does that make any sense? Why would you target the United States' biggest car company? Have you seen how many Teslas are around this city? For whatever reason, a lot of people in this city want Teslas. It's like a status symbol, I think, a Tesla. I think people think that when they pull up in a Tesla, people think that they're fucking cool. They don't know that most of us are like, and don't get me wrong, I like Teslas. I think they're cool. I just don't understand why anybody wants to buy one. Okay? I don't understand what that whole thing's about. I drove one. I know. Don't tell me I need to drive one. I've driven one. They're cool. I don't want them. At least not right now. But anyways, where's the benefit to attacking Mr. Musk? Like, what did this guy do? This guy's under attack from everybody. Absolutely everybody. So, I mean, at the end of the day, let me adjust myself because I'm old. All right. At the end of the day, why are we here? We're here because we want to know what the hell the impact of these tariffs is going to be on us. And I think most of us are in and around or have some form of real estate, right? And so being the selfish individuals that we all are, we want to know what impact are these U.S. tariffs going to have on the Canadian real estate market? And first of all, there isn't a Canadian real estate market. There are a bunch of real estate markets in Canada. Most are not even similar. But regardless, we all want to know. We are from across Canada. I see there's a bunch of people from out west, east. Are there even anybody? Is there anybody in this chat from Toronto or Ontario? Or are you all from out west and east? Let me know. Okay, let's see what's going on because I see a lot of stuff going on. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate this. Maybe we're doing better today because I'm not looking at the chat and I'm just letting you guys have your own little conversation. Because I personally feel like I get thrown off when I look at you guys and try and read what the hell you're talking about. And then I feel like it gets super boring. So hit the like button, hit the 100% thing, hit the smiley weird face, hit something, press subscribe, press like. There's so many people here right now. Just kidding. There's like none. But press the like button, press some other button, say hello. Yig, is it Yig? Yig is from Ontario. Thank you. Michael Kelly from Kingston. Appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Charlottetown, 40 people. Check it out. We've made it to the big time. Hit the like button. He's begging. Yes, D. Trent, I am begging. I am begging. Thank you for being here. I know you care. I know you really love me, D. Trent. I know you really love me. Paul Rafiq from Toronto. Boom. Vancouver Island here. D. Trent. D. Trent is a legend, okay? And he should be treated as one. I think that a considerable amount of the early growth of the Canadian Real Estate Show channel can be directly attributed to D. Trent. I know you're trying to help me. Thanks, buddy. D-Man, Alberta in the house. Hold on a sec. D-Man is... I thought D-Man... Is D-Man different than Dawn? BC, PEI. This is fantastic. We still don't know if Rose Overdose is a man or a woman, and I guess we don't really care. Although if you lived in the States, you'd have to choose one. You can't float around anymore in the United States. Anyways, so what was I saying? Right. We all come here to figure things out, right? We don't come here because you like my shirt. Maybe you come because you like my hat. I don't know. I don't think so. Some of you come because you think I have a sexy voice, and that's super cool. And very true. But we're here because we really want to know what the fuck is going to happen to our real estate after the tariffs. Because most people are tied to real estate somehow, one way, shape, or form. And I'm not saying all. I'm saying most, okay? Most people. And if they don't, or if they're not, even if they don't own real estate, they like love talking about it or learning about it or checking it out. Like the guy in the restaurant. Did I tell you guys about the guy in the restaurant in Montreal, the waiter who was teaching me about real estate because he saw I was wearing a Canadian Real Estate Show hoodie and he thought I was there for the real estate forum. So he had to tell me everything he knew about real estate. And oddly, he knew quite a bit. He was able to hold up quite an intelligent conversation with an expert, okay? Not only an expert, but like one of the best in the whole country right here. You guys get me for fun and shits and giggles, but I'm a serious developer, guys, just so you know, just in case you weren't sure. Okay, So, being the serious developer that I am, I need to know what the hell these tariffs are going to do, right? Because I am planning on launching a project soon, right? And, you know, that's going to, I imagine, have an impact on things. But I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure I'm not, right? I'm pretty sure that that is going to have a pretty damn big impact on things. And so who do we turn to, everybody? I mean, you didn't come here because you thought it was going to be me with the answers, right? But maybe together we can figure it out. Darryl, you are going to overtake Steve Karish for second place this week. Well, that's, you know, I thank God and I pray every day that I make it to the top of the dumb money list. Because once you've been to the top of that list, there's no turning back. Darryl, you have few years. It might be perfect timing. Oh my God. Hold on a sec. Stop everything. Okay. I got to take a screenshot of that. Somebody, how do I take a screenshot? I'm taking a screenshot of that. I think I did it. Well, we're recording this, so I guess I could get that. D. Trent just said that I may have had good timing. Holy shit. I think I have perfect timing on this one. And you know why I have perfect timing on this one? Because I had the worst timing in the world back in 2008, okay? And you know it. You know my story. If you're here, you probably know my story. If you're here in the chat and you know my story, you know that I got decimated by the market, by the real estate market, destroyed, lost all my money. Holy shit. So was that better or worse back then than this imposing tariffs? Because, like, I don't know. I kind of was hoping they weren't going to tariff the shit out of anybody. But here we are. So anyways, the reason that we're here is to figure out what the hell this tariff nonsense is going to do. Bye, D. Trent. Okay, I can't pay attention to the chat anymore. I'm getting all famished here. Okay. Why and what are the tariffs going to do to the Canadian real estate market? Nobody knows. That's the answer. But if you're here, I may have found us the answer. I might have. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Okay? I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But he seems pretty confident, okay? And a lot of people follow this guy, so he must be right. He's got to be right. This has to be the answer, right? This has to be the answer. There's no other way. There's no other place, okay? There's no other place to find the answer. Tariffs would have a huge impact on housing market, says Uncle Ron Butler. Let's see what he has to say, everybody.
Hi, Ron. How does a 25 basis point cut, courtesy of the Bank of Canada, affect Canada's housing market?
Ron knows the answer. Are we ready? Are we all ready? Because I've been trying to figure this out for a while, and I follow everything that Ron says.
Great question. In a very simple way, for everybody who has a variable rate
How
mortgage.
do you know which Ron you're going to get when you're interviewing him? Do you have to ask for like TikTok Ron, or do you have to ask for YouTube Ron, or podcast Ron, or I don't know. He seemed to be a different Ron when he was a guest on the Canadian Real Estate Show. I don't think anybody wants that Ron ever again. This is kind of like serious Ron.
Everybody who has a home
I
equity
don't
line
know
of credit.
about this Ron. This is not normal, Ron.
Good news. It's all good news. Your interest rate went down. In some cases, you'll pay a bit less every month. So all good news. For people thinking about buying a home,
So
it's a bit more
good news
complicated.
right now. The tariffs are going to cause good news because rates are coming down for people that are renewing or have variable rate mortgages. Okay, that seems fairly sound. Unless they're about to lose their jobs because of these tariffs. Then, not so good. Not so good.
We are faced with the possibility of a huge tariff threat in the next few days. We don't know. No one knows exactly how it's going to work out. But that will have a major impact on everything to do with housing and mortgages as soon as we have a clearer idea.
Where's
of
the
what's
Ron
actually
that's
gonna
like,
happen.
what the fuck? What the fuck's going on right now? I don't understand. Fucking this and fuck. I like that Ron. Well, I don't actually. That's not true. It's kind of annoying, Ron. This one's kind of better, actually. I like this Ron.
Let's just unpack some of what you had just mentioned. Over the course of the past year, we have been seeing interest rates come down. Last you and I spoke around end of calendar year 2024. You were recommending variable mortgages. Has anything changed for you? Are you seeing different mortgage requests? What are you hearing?
Well, there's been an enormous growth in the origination of variable mortgages. It was very, very slow for a long time. Started to increase in the fall, September, October. Today, it's almost 40% of all mortgage origination. And today, after another cut, there will be greater interest. Got to put a little bit of caution in place today, though.
Are we finding out anything here? Is this telling us the huge impacts on the housing market? Are we hearing anything?
Just don't know what the outcome of these tariffs could be. Could be terrible, could be just not great. And that's going to impact on the decision about taking a variable rate or not. So there's some piece of information that's missing today that will soon become evident.
Let's talk about
well, this is boring me. If it's boring me, you don't have a choice. You don't get a choice in the matter. Sorry. But I don't think we were actually learning anything there. I don't feel good about what we were seeing there, and I don't feel entertained at all. So there you have it. What did we learn today? We learned that we are definitely getting tariffed tomorrow. Unless something changes between now and tomorrow, the tariffs are coming. We're getting tariffed. Get ready for the tariffs. It's either going to be tariffs or tariffs, I think. And I don't know which one it's going to be. I don't believe that we got to the answer of what the effects will be on the housing market. But if we use logic, okay, and there is a slowdown created here because we can't divert our resources quick enough, and we just sit here on our butts and print a bunch of money, well, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. Like, I cannot formulate this thesis, okay? I feel like if the response is printing all the money and cutting rates, I don't understand why we wouldn't see the same kind of response in the markets. But maybe people are just so burned from the last time that they're like, I don't think so. Maybe I'll just buy some Ethereum this time, or I'll put my money into silver because those are kind of safe. They're not as wild as Bitcoin. They're not as, well, it's pretty boring, silver. I was going to say as boring as gold. But it seems like gold is the play right now. Buy gold and just sit around and wait and see what the fuck is going to happen next. Because, Darryl, if unemployment goes over, it's underneath something here. Hold on, can't read it. Oh, hold on. Why doesn't it show there? 10% and stays there. RE is in big trouble. Okay. So if I don't know where we're really at, and I don't know what numbers to believe. So I guess what D. Trent is trying to tell us is that whenever the reported numbers say 10%, we're fucked. And 10% is a crappy number. That's for certain. And there's going to be a lot of people that are fucked. A lot of people that are fucked. That is for damn sure. I wonder, though, because, if unemployment is at 10%, but they're flooding the market with money, right? Because it's in response to the tariffs. And so now all of the people that don't have a job and all of the people that do have a job find ways to abuse the system again because they're just in panic mode and they're like, you get a check and 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 everybody gets a check, right? And you get a check too, right? So if that's what's happening and unemployment is high, then I believe that those unemployed people with the free money are going to do stupid shit again, right? And so what are they going to do? Are they going to buy stocks again? Stocks are a little fucked right now, aren't they? I mean, for me, stocks are always fucked. I don't understand why you would want to be in the stock market. But what do? What's the move? Do you buy rental apartments? Do you build rental apartments? Do you build condos? Nobody knows. Do you build a web app or a web platform? Or do you do all of those and just see what the fuck is going to be? Like this guy, right? Don't forget. Not only am I a real estate guy, I'm a web guy. I'm a web developer guy. Nobody knows this stuff because we don't talk about this shit. But this is my show now. If that happens, you can burr, but think of the current debt level. I know, but the debt levels are always the debt levels. The debt levels are always high, and they're always going to get higher. And until we Doge this thing, until we get our own Doge department, right, we're going to keep spending like drunken sailors. I mean, it's going to keep going up. It's not going to go down. And like these numbers are so outrageous that like up and down and left and right, it doesn't even matter. These numbers are so crazy. Palantir hit ATH today. What does ATH mean? You're talking to people that don't know what the hell ATH means. Can I get a job on the Frankfort report if I lose my job? Well, if you lose your job, you're not going to need a job at the Frankfort report because you're just going to get the free money. But getting a job at the Frankfort report, it means that the free money stops. Why would you not take the free money? That seems stupid. All-time highs. Thank you. Palantir hit all-time highs today. Whoa. What does that mean? Why is that? Because war is impending somewhere? Aren't they a war? Aren't they like a big war company? Don't they AI the shit out of countries to death? Don't they control the AI death of other countries? I don't know about this Palantir. I do, however, thoroughly enjoy their leader. But we're off the rails where we like to be, aren't we? What should we talk about? There's really not much left. I got an update on the Gray Sweater Gang. Do you want to see that? This is cute. The Gray Sweater Gang has added this person. I want to say it's that Jolie girl. And I should know. Is it Jolie? Let's see. These guys. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Here we go. But what's with all the gray sweaters? For real. Does anybody know? Is that Jolie? Was I right? Data all time. Let's talk about... I thought you were leaving. Let's talk about who knows how to sing the American national anthem. Yes. You know how many people... Okay, we've got a couple of videos from the Canadian Real Estate Show that are going gangbusters right now on Instagram. And it's because TK said that everybody he knows wants to become the 51st state of the United States. And everybody is not impressed with that at all. And a lot of people seem to be patriotic. And, you know, a lot of people feel like they need to reach out to me and tell me how dumb I am and how stupid my opinions are and how I'm a traitor. And listen, I just want what's best for everyone, especially me and my family. That's all. I don't care if it's called the United States, Cuba. I mean, it'd be great if it was called Curacao. I'd be pretty happy with that. But the point is I don't care what country I live in. I want to feel safe. I want to be happy. I want to feel like I'm not constantly being raped in my tushy by my government. I want to feel like I can be proud of the person running my country. Not like I have to defend this weird pedophile moron if I'm in another country, right? I want to be able to stand up and say, like, oh yeah, Prime Minister Chandra is the best. I love that guy. That guy's making changes. That guy's making a difference. That guy's my best friend, right? That's what I want to feel. I want to see that guy on the street and want to touch his hand and, you know, say, hey, I love you. I love you. Will you sign this for me? I love you. That's what I want my leader to be. Not this weird, freaky queer dude that is just a total fucking moron. And every time I hear his voice, I wanna kill something. Whether it's me, him, my dog. The dog may not have anything to do with him. It just might be how I feel about the dog. But I don't think we need to get into my hatred for my dog. And listen, I'm sorry. It's not really my dog. Strike 5, you're out. Here we go. Everyone is about to learn it. Okay. Everyone is about to learn, right, the national anthem. Okay, so we're off the rails. I don't know. I don't have much more to talk about. It was an interesting day. I'm nervous to see what happens. I'm hopeful that Trump, you know, something happens. But actually, where was the video? I didn't play the video of when they said, like, why doesn't your prime minister kind of talk to Mr. Trump? Oh, here. I got it here. Did I not play this video? This is fantastic. Did I play this video for you guys? I don't know if I did. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. One moment, please. Let's see. Let's get this thing teed up. She's on the screen, so we're going to make it a little bigger. We don't mind looking at her, do we?
Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, said today that if the U.S. imposes tariffs, he will respond and he will not relent until the tariffs are removed. Are we seeing the start of a trade war with Canada?
I don't think so.
I think hold on. Maybe it was back here.
Kill tens of millions of Americans. And so the president is intent on doing this. And I think Justin Trudeau would be wise to talk to President Trump directly before pushing outlandish comments like that to the media.
Whoa! What did he say? Hold on. Uh-oh. We're buffering. We're buffering. Come on, guys. Don't buffer on me now. No buffering now.
That if the U.S. imposes
China have all enabled illegal drugs to pour into America.
Fentanyl.
The amount of fentanyl that has been seized at the southern border in the last 2 years alone has the potential to kill tens of millions of Americans. And so the president is intent on doing this. And I think Justin Trudeau would be wise to talk to President Trump directly before
What outlandish
pushing
comments
outlandish
is she
comments.
talking about? Not that it matters. The point is Trudeau is a sissy. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. That's funny. Who's he talking to? Okay, anyways, the point is our leader's a putz. He didn't do what he needed to do. He's saying stupid shit into the media. He should call President Trump. He should say, President Trump, you're the best. We don't want to fight. Let's work this out. But instead, he's throwing a big stick around that he doesn't have. And I think that that's probably the way he operates. I think he likes to swing a big dick that he just doesn't have. I think he's been doing it for years. Oh, yeah, Justin Trudeau. Oh, yeah, you've heard of my father? That's great. You're going to have to do something for me because I'm Justin Trudeau. Yeah, I'm Justin Trudeau. What am I doing? We are gone, folks. Jesus Christ almighty. I have lost it. We are done. I am doing my Justin Trudeau impression and tweaking my nipples at the same time. How much worse can things get than that? I am sorry that you had to witness that. I can't believe that I am still talking and that there are still people here. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are a blast. I got to tell you, I don't have anything else to say. I don't know that I even said anything, but I do appreciate all of you. If you have not already, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, because this isn't even what it's all about. If you like the live stuff, well, the edited video that my son does for this every day is like next level. Next level, okay? My son is the best editor. He's funny as hell. And yes, Michael, I am glad to see the community is growing. It is going to grow. We're going to keep doing this, and it's going to keep growing because this, people don't know it yet, and it's probably not true, but this is the best show on the whole internet, okay? It's kind of not really, but possibly could be. At some point, it's going to be true. That's what I'm saying. And I'm going to do my best to get better at this every day, okay? But it's not going to be an easy road for any of us. But I do. How much to buy a unit in your new building, D-Man? I'm D-Man. D-Man, how much? What size unit? Like, do you want the junior suite? Do you want the small unit? Do you want the penthouse unit? Would you like a ground floor unit that has a backyard? I need to know. Penthouse, baby. Rose Overdose. You want the penthouse? Let's do a little bit of math here. Can somebody get out their calculator? What's 2,850 square feet times 8,000? I can't do that math in my head. It's too big. But it's going to be fantastic. I don't know how much it's going to be. It won't be $8,000. Did you see 138 Yorkville? Anybody here give a shit about this stuff? 138 Yorkville launched for $4,000 a square foot. No, that's not the numbers that I put there. $2,500 a square foot is probably somewhat accurate. It'll be somewhere around there, maybe $3,000 a foot. We'll see what's going on. Depends on the tariffs, I suppose. Too much money either and too big. Charlotte, you are obviously not like the target market, okay? If that's the way you're thinking, you can't be the target market. So, although I'm sure for many, many people, that is in fact the case, that they are too big. For the people that we are targeting, there is a chance that they are too small, okay? And that they are not expensive enough. That is possible. You know what's also possible? Are dogs allowed? I don't see why not. Unless they're, annoying dogs, okay? If it's an annoying dog, then no. You can't bring dogs. My father-in-law lives in a building with no dogs. It's actually probably a good idea. What the fuck is that? No dogs is probably a good idea. I live in 880 square feet. That's even big. Whoa! I couldn't do it. I definitely could never do it. That sounds very tight. Anyways, folks, arrivederci, adios, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen, adios.